Originally as a small cotton trading center, Huntsville became famous during the space race of the 1960s and is now among the fastest growing metro area in our state. Want to know why? Well, listen up.
This all began back in the 1950s when the U.S. government brought a team of German rocket scientists to the area and opened up a NASA center to develop rockets for the U.S. Army. By the end of that decade, the team had developed the Saturn V rocket, which sent Apollo astronauts to the moon.
The influx of engineers, scientists, and other technical specialists has transformed this formerly small town into a booming metro area that has the most educated population in the state. And a large population works in the engineering and defense thanks to large presence of NASA and the U.S. Army's Redstone Arsenal.
In recent years, Huntsville City Center has undergone a revitalization. A wave of new construction downtown means more shopping, dining, and living options are available. And instead of tearing down every old building, several have been renovated to house art centers, restaurants, breweries, and entertainment venues for concerts and even axe throwing.
As the city has grown over the years, it has been recognized among other metro areas in the United States as the best place to live based on the quality of life and the job market, as well as the value of living here and people's desires to live here.
Some of the other rankings that Huntsville has received are number 1 best place to live, number 54 best places to retire, number 1 best place to live in Alabama, number 3 cheapest place to live, and number 16 fastest growing place.
Space is at the center of Huntsville's identity, and to get a better understanding of the legacy of the space program, we suggest you spend a day touring the U.S. Space and Rocket Center, which documents the history of space exploration. The Space and Rocket Center is also home to many kids' buckets list experience, the Space Camp.
There are a number of other cultural attractions unrelated to aerospace in Huntsville as well. Both the Alabama Constitution Hall Park and Bird on the Mountain offer a look at what life was like in Alabama in the 1800s, while the North Alabama Railroad Museum and the historic Huntsville Depot highlight a history of train travel in North Alabama.
And anyone with an interest in art should pay a visit to Low Mill Arts and Entertainment, a renovated textile mill that is the largest privately owned art center in the southern United States. The mill houses artists working in a variety of media. Plus, it features music and a theater and serves as the city's unofficial headquarters.
The Huntsville Museum of Art also offers a wide range of pieces across a variety of permanent and traveling exhibits. The multi-purpose Von Braun Center downtown hosts concerts, comedy tours, and dance performances, as well as games for the city's minor league professional hockey team, the Huntsville Havoc.
And speaking of sports, we recently acquired a minor league baseball team, the Rocket City Trash Pandas. They play at Toyota Field in Huntsville, suburb of Madison.
Due to its high-tech industries, Huntsville also has a significant international population, and our culinary scene reflects this diversity. Area restaurants offer everything from Vietnamese to German to Indian fare. And more standard Southern dishes, including barbecue and farm-to-table cafes, are also popular.
Outdoor events are also plentiful thanks to our mild and mostly warm climate. The downtown area hosts concerts, movies, and food truck rallies throughout the year. A great addition to our outdoor venues is the newly opened Orion Amphitheater.
Another great outdoor activity is Montesano State Park. This is a favorite with hikers, bikers, and campers. Boaters and water sport enthusiasts can enjoy the nearby Tennessee River, Lake Guntersville, or Smith Lake for a day out on the water.
Though the cost of living in Huntsville is slightly higher than the state's average, residents tend to pay less to live here than those who live in other major metropolitan areas around the country. This is due in large part to our lower housing costs.
According to a U.S. News report, Huntsville residents pay roughly the same as the average American for utilities and groceries, slightly less for transportation, and slightly more for health care. Madison and Limestone counties, which contain the Huntsville metro area, have some of the highest median incomes in the state.
And like many other places in the South, Huntsville is hot and humid in the spring and summer. Temperatures start to heat up in April, and they really don't cool down again until about mid-October.
Due to Huntsville's geographic location in North Alabama, tornado watches and warnings are also very common in the spring and fall seasons. Residents quickly learn to become weather aware. Winter brings respite from the heat and extreme weather, and occasionally brings us just enough snow to prompt school and office closures.
Most people will need a car to get around Huntsville. However, the metro area has become more walkable and bike-friendly in recent years, especially in downtown Huntsville. For those without a car, ride-sharing services are also available here.
There is also a bus system in Huntsville. Orbit, as it's called, includes 10 daily routes. Buses run covering over 175 miles of Huntsville every hour. Bus riders are able to buy tickets and board a bus with the convenience of the Token Transit app.
And the Huntsville International Airport is located on the outskirts of the town and is serviced by multiple airlines to include American, United, and Delta, and a few others. Non-stop flights are available to major metropolitan areas such as Atlanta, Chicago, and Dallas.
Huntsville has many living options to appeal to its residents, including entertainment and downtown living, which young professionals enjoy, whereas many area households are composed of families and prefer the suburban communities throughout the city.
And due to the large defense and technology sector, it's a popular place for military retirees to settle long term. And the higher education institutes in the area make the Rocket City home to many college students as well.
Huntsville is a fast growing city and became the largest city in Alabama in 2021. Thanks to the space, high tech, and defense industries here, many of our residents come from other parts of the country or world, making Huntsville a more diverse community than any other similarly sized metro area in the South.
Aerospace and defense are among the largest job employers in Huntsville, with NASA's Marshall Space Flight Center and the U.S. Army's Redstone Arsenal being two of the city's largest employers.
There are also a large number of private company employment opportunities for residents working in the science, technology, engineering, and math fields at companies including Boeing, Blue Origin, SAIC, and Northrop Grumman.
Manufacturing and distribution are both up and coming industries here as well, with the most recent opening of the Toyota Mazda plant and Amazon distribution centers providing many area jobs.
Education is another key player in Huntsville's economy. The plethora of city and county schools, as well as multiple universities in the Rocket City, employ a large number of the population.
Healthcare jobs are also plentiful, with multiple locations of Huntsville Hospital and Crestwood Medical Center.
Speaking of schools, as of June 2022, Huntsville encompasses 38 public elementary, middle, and high schools, providing services for more than 24,000 students. 15 of the public high schools were recognized in the U.S. News Best High Schools Ranking Report.
Huntsville also had close to 50 private schools for the 2022 school year, serving approximately 6,000 students.
There are several choices for higher education as well. Huntsville is home to 4 colleges and/or universities, including Alabama A&M University and the University of Alabama Huntsville, which has earned a place on the U.S. News Best Colleges Ranking Report.
All right, we hope you found this video helpful, and if you have any questions, please let us know.
Thanks so much for watching. We release new videos often about all things Rocket City and real estate, so be sure to come back soon.